What an amazing trading week in general. Let's discuss the swing trading process. Monday, the market did open lower, as well as Tuesday, where a lot of stocks, as well as the indices, dropped inside of major demand zones. And to see the bounce and reversal further into the upside later on within Tuesday was amazing. And then, of course, you had the overnight news in terms of whatever was going on geopolitically, created a huge gap on Wednesday in terms of the markets gapping and opened up significantly higher than where a lot of the prices closed on Tuesday. But here's the thing. If you paid attention to Tuesday's close, you'll realize we had strong demand once again at support. And I'm going to discuss how one of our swing trades did not technically trigger due to the gap up, and I'll talk about the lesson in regards to that. Welcome back, everyone, to Finesse Fridays. This is where I'll discuss the swing trades for the week, not only the entry points or the trade setups, but I'll discuss the discipline and the mindset behind them all. Let us discuss Microsoft. Microsoft was a buy for us going into the new trading week as far as our swing trade. There was a particular entry in which we wanted. However, because the market gapped on the Wednesday, it actually gapped above our entry point. And we have a major golden rule that we always stick to. No chasing entries at all. If price falls back down, well, we have to wait until the setup realigns itself and provides us that entry point once again. Although Microsoft did gap into our first TP zone, hands were all off. We just had to wait, watch, and stick to our true discipline. As we look at Microsoft's chart, hopefully you're able to visually see exactly why Microsoft was provided as a buy. We had a particular entry point, and as I discussed, this was the bar, Wednesday bar, where price opened significantly higher than the prior candle's trading price, the actual close. We had a close of 372.29, and then Wednesday we had an opening price of $384.98. The opening price happened to be within our first target range, as in one of our exit strategies. This is one of the reasons why we don't chase. As you can see how Microsoft opened on Wednesday from the actual closing price, if anyone was to chase this price action, they would have been at a significant loss. Therefore, that golden rule, which we incorporated many years ago, is a part of our process, is a part of that process for a reason. If anything gaps above or below our entry, we have to sit and wait, sit on your hands. Remember, cash is also a position, and just wait until it realigns. Now today, Friday, Finesse Friday in particular, we can see where Microsoft is currently trading during the pre-market activity. This is what I talk about in alignment. It will actually provide us another opportunity for that re-entry for price to slowly gravitate back up to our target range. Let's see how this plays out, and more than likely, I'll discuss this trade again for next week's Friday. Let's get into PLTR. In case you may not know, I am nice as in excellent when it comes to exit strategies in particular. PLTR, when it gapped open on the Wednesday, as in a lot of stocks did, the indices did, price on PLTR gapped into our exit zone. First TP, second TP was literally aligned with the opening range, therefore we exited. And then you can see here, price fell apart. The same thing as I discussed with Microsoft, but the only difference is that PLTR actually triggered us earlier within the week, getting our entry price. Therefore, our exit strategy, we just followed what was outlined to us in the beginning. In the beginning, not only is an entry, there's also a risk management, which is the stop, and then your exit strategies. And I'll show you, as I put it on the screen, the exit strategy of PLTR. As I get into this chart, I'll talk about a supply zone in particular. Very earlier, I mentioned within the start of the video, I spoke about support zones. A lot of the indices, a lot of different stocks where price entered into support zones. Now you'll see the supply zone in which I'm speaking of for PLTR. A bar replay. And with this bar replay, just so you can see leading up into this Wednesday, I backed out this week's price action so far. And visually, this is how PLTR was set. Get the trend line. I'm always going to trade in the direction of the trend at this particular point in time. Also notice here prior price action in terms of where the areas in which the sellers appeared. So sellers appeared within this area, they appeared within that area as well. And I just wanted to make sure when it comes to risk to reward ratios, it definitely aligned with our exit strategy. Can we get the 2-to-1, 3-to-1 exits with a decent entry price? Our top of the line exit on PLTR happened to be $156, like right here. And if you just visually look left, you'll see prior that 156 held true before it broke into the 160-1, 162 range. I don't ask for much because I understand week after week, this is on repeat. We can find trades and do the same thing over and over again. PLTR, the 150 calls that expire next week, which is the 17th, next week, Friday, those moved 100%. We exited and we realized a return off of our investment for this trade. I will hit play. You'll see Monday, Tuesday. Look at Wednesday's opening. Opening at 154.76. The high, 156.28. All that is in our TP range for our exit strategy. First target range was 154 to 154.90. Trail stop to 156. And the options preferred. And we left. And then you can see this, similar to Microsoft. I'll give you a quick insight into our swing trading community. In particular, one of my favorite things about this community is that all of the members in here, they were once students or they're currently within the process, meaning they've been through the simulation phase, now they're ready to actively make money with us. I'm going to highlight one student in particular. This student's been with us since 2020. They've learned the swing trading methodology, our process, the structure, most importantly, just adhering to discipline and sticking to what works. My favorite thing about being a mentor is when our students are able to fish for themselves. Not only that, but they feel confident enough to provide setups, like they'll post the charts, the setups inside the room so others can eat with them as well. And that's powerful. As I go through specifically this week, the student I'll highlight SER, that's their Discord name. Look at Google, look at the whole trade setup. Look at the risk management, look at the target, And when I say this student is spot on and just throughout the years been dropping gems and great trade setups, we're all able to eat together. Now, these trades that our students may provide, I do not feature them on Finesse Fridays. I solely feature the swing trades that the Profit Room actually provides, our official trades. These bonus trades in which they give, they're just as amazing. So I just wanted to take this moment so we can see exactly what goes on inside of here. Now, the trades that this person in particular, SER, provided INTC, when I talk about amazing returns where if you want to participate, you can in terms of entering other member setups, is all a given. It's up to you as the individual, but you have to feel confident with your TA. And I'm confident that everyone within our community, that our current students or prior students, they all have this understanding. They all can look at the chart, identify for themselves. Most important, if that's a risk I'm willing to take, can I foresee or anticipate that movement that this fellow member provided within the community? And the Google, look at the Google. That's nearly 400% based off the prior trade setup that I've shown you that they provided. We're eating in here, feeding each other. It's a constant great experience. Also, the learning process within going back to the charts. Okay, where did you see this particular entry? Like, it's just amazing just to see it all. And then the INTC, this student here, he was able to get, this is over 162% in terms of realizing off of initial trade setup that a member provided. You're a struggling trader. If you've been at this for a while and you just can't get your trading edge, feel free to reach out to me, Latoya at theprofitroom.com. You also have the opportunity to download my framework for the swing trading methodology. It's absolutely free. The link is inside of the description. Let's say you're brand new to this and you want a great starting point. We take you from A to Z, meaning all beginners, like by the time you're done with our structure, our system, you feel like you've been a professional for way longer than what you actually started. Like we get results within a 90-day process. A lot of our members within the community, they've been with us forever. We have members that's been with us since 2017. We were founded in 2016, but 2017, when we opened up our community, they're still here, they're still thriving. The money is flowing. Of course, with proper discipline and risk management, that's what we stand by all of the time. Our swing trading program, stocks and options program, is an amazing program. I know for a fact there's no process like our process at the end of the day. Hopefully this week you've been able to finesse the market. So here goes the question. Did we finesse the market this week or did the markets finesse us? Thanks for PLTR, which was our official swing trade. We've been able to finesse the market. The opening bell, well, is about to ring. There it goes. Have an amazing rest of your Friday and have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you here back at Finesse Friday next week. All right, take care.